Well, I screwed up my intro already. Hello, welcome to some more Sega GT Online. This is part 15. Just before we get into stuff, I just wanted to show that we can now get the Ford GT Concept and some racing tires. And unfortunately, no one's bought that Mustang yet. It's assholes. Buy it. Buy it. Anyways, it's time for a license test. In this case, it is going to be at Green Castle Pass. And we get a pretty decent vehicle to use for this, a Lancer Evo 6 Tommy Mackinnon edition. 1 minute 25 is the target rank 1 time, so that is obviously what we're going to be aiming for.
Ooh.
And yes, because this car is actually 4-wheel drive, it doesn't give me that dumb, oh my god, you did the clutch thing, you're spinning your wheels, penalty. Penalty. That's technically a penalty, but I'm going to use it because it's... Sure.
Screw it. It's not that bad.
Oh, Jesus. Caught a bit of tail... Somehow managed to catch a bit of tail slide from a 4-wheel drive Evo. Feels weird. Just feels weird, the car just doing that because of what you know... English is hard. Alright, come on, just... Should still be fine. I think we should still easily within range at the time. But those slides did not help. Oh yeah, I think we got this. Oh yeah, we do. Very nice. With about a whole second to spare there. 124. Yes, again, some of you might be asking, well, why bother trying to go for rank 1 if you've been saying you don't get anything? Because having a 1 there looks nicer than a 2 or a 3. That's why. Well, anyways, the next events we have here, we got 5 of these, and I believe they're probably gonna have 5 laps each, if I remember correctly. So they're gonna be some biggins. So we got the Rolling Flame Cup, which is reverse blue steel, Autumn King Battle, which is actually the Ford Standing Knights, Raging Typhoon, reverse Falcon Wing Circuit A, Ardent Wind, which is reverse Eastern Breeze, and Huntsman International, which is the Wild Country Circuit, the Ford one. And now someone has bought that Mustang.
Nice.
So we get some monies there. And as much as I would like to use the Alpha again, it's probably going to get mauled at this point in the game. So, yeah. Yeah, you can see why people put this thing up for sale. Because of how... Now, vehicles in this game, their default put up for sale prices is half of what they go for the dealership. So, yeah, this thing goes for over 650,000 new. So, that's why people just sell this car, because of the amount of money you get for it. And if you leave the price as it is, it'll get someone to buy it. So that's exactly the reason we're doing that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually not as much as I thought it would be. But that certainly is. Alright, screw it. We'll put those 2 things on then. Get this thing to go even... Get this thing to do the quick.
Oh, boy.
Alright, anyways, so with that, let's begin with the reverse Rolling Flame Cup. Let's see what we're going to be paired up with. Evo 2, Catfish, Supra, CLK 430, and a 350Z. Yeah, basically the next tier up. Not quite not quite ridiculous, but hey. Not as ridiculous as my thing certainly has become. In fact, you can even hear... You could even hear like the little turbo, the fluttering noises. I know people might be thinking, well, why don't you use a different car? It's like, well, at this point in the game, it really does want you to kind of go fast, and this is a good fast vehicle that I own right now. But we'll buy another one soon. Don't worry. Once someone takes that Alfa Romeo off my hands. Oh, jeez. Well, if this car is exclusive to the online updated version of Sega GT 2002, Dezu.
And it was locked behind Xbox Live.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, you could drive the Xbox Live only vehicles in rear.
Offline. Yeah, you could use them in single races, but not outside of that, which was dumb.
You could even do time attack.
Yep. It did seem so weird to lock them behind that, but I guess their thinking was if people really wanted it that bad, they would like actually try to go through the effort of doing so. But that went out the window when they found out people could duplicate the cars. So their whole idea of that got shot in the face. Excuse me. Because if I do remember correctly, Xbox Live, the online had a feature where you could like you could send vehicles to people. So what I'm guessing they would have done, and this is just my, as someone who never actually used the original, who never got the chance to play this game online originally, my assumption is that what I'm guessing is that more than likely they designed it so that you could gift a vehicle from your save. You gifted that vehicle and the car would disappear. Oh, Jesus. But what I'm guessing they did not have in mind was the idea that people could probably just load, because the game doesn't have an auto saving. They probably realized that people could just save their game with the vehicle they just won. Then they can send that vehicle and then probably just load the game back and there's that vehicle again. That's how I'm guessing it worked. I have no idea if that's actually how it worked. The only way I'd be able to know is if someone who actually did play this game when it was online came in and told me. But I'm theorizing that was probably how that worked. Just one second. So, if you happen to know, please let me know in the comments or whatever. But that's just my guess. And someone's pulling outside. Why did this game have save problems in 360? I have no idea.
This game had save problems in the 360? I don't know.
I didn't even know this game was backwards compatible on the 360. I thought only 2002 was. Well, officially, mind you. One of the reasons I want to try and get like a modded Xbox 360 just to see what because ever since that random Xbox compatibility update for that one particular game that became backwards compatible on the one, they were able to make a list. They were able to whitelist every. They were able to make their own custom whitelist, which means they could delist all the games that were considered incompatible and just run them anyways. So I just want to see what some of those games would have played like. So that's why I want to get a modded 360. But see, that requires money. I guess what I don't have. Guess what I can't really be spending what I currently have of money. All right, one more lap to go. Yeah, some of these races are gonna get pretty long, unfortunately. But so if you don't like long races, then this might not be the part for you. But if you do like long races, then this is gonna be the part for you. It just depends.
Yeah.
I personally am not bothered by. I am personally not bothered by race length. It just means I gotta just focus longer. That's literally it. If you got System Link back, it is working. No. The System Link, the System Link option was very much an afterthought for this game.
Oh yeah.
All System Link lets you do, you can technically race up to 6 people. So technically, if the idea was if you had like 6 Xboxes and 6 copies of the game, you could link them all together and do like racing that way. But you were limited to one race type, despite the game like teasing like there were other race types. Those race types were never made for System Link. You only had the basic normal racing. I thought for a while it was just, oh, we didn't unlock them because maybe you needed a specific amount of maybe you needed more people to play with. Then we realized when I actually was in a session with a full lobby, and I realized, oh, it's still locked. So yeah, you had the one mode. You couldn't change your name, so everyone said like Master or something, and that was it. The whole mode was an afterthought. It's neat that it's there, so I mean, if you want to do some form of online racing, there is technically something there still. But yeah, they really did not care for. They really expected people were just gonna play the game like through the actual online mode. You can now buy an Audi Sport Quattro and a racing intercooler.
The racing intercooler, something you already had unlocked. Yeah, just unlock it again.
Sega will make a new Sega GT game. Ha! I wish, but that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed a long time ago. If they were gonna make one, they would have already made it by now. Yeah, sure.
I mean, they did make a new Sega Super GT, but that was only for Japan in the arcades.
Yeah. I was gonna use the yeah, I don't know. With the situation of my money right now, I can't really use too much else. I might as well just put a little bit of extra stuff in the Mustang just for a bit more fun. There's a Skyline in this race. Yeah. Hitting things early enough in the race, which in my mind warrants a restart. So there we go. I shouldn't get so annoyed by that, but I really do.
Actually, I'm double checking the list. It's not backwards compatible at all. It's stupid.
Oh, so you said Midnight Club 3 was, but now you found out it wasn't at all.
Yeah. No, I was thinking it was Double Edition Remix that wasn't backwards compatible. I'm taking a look at the Wikipedia list. It's just not backwards compatible at all. Whoopsie.
I suppose the best way is to ask Test Drive. She'd probably know a bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, it would make more sense to make the version with the more content be backwards compatible.
The Xbox backwards compatibility was really inept. Was honestly not treated as much of anything for 360. It was a neat little feature, but that they originally were pushing back then, but then they got like nearly close to 2008, and they were just like, screw it, and then they gave up. Which is frustrating, because I would really just like to see them fully commit. If they could just fully commit to it, that would be a huge. if they just made it for the Series X, where they just did it for they tried to make as many of the games backwards compatible as possible, that would be nice. Even if it means they don't get resold. Like, even if you don't put them back up on the store, at least try to make them compatible. So if people have copies of the game lying around, they can actually at least play it on the newer hardware and then get all the nice benefits of having it like on a 4K display.
Now, what I do know is like cross-compatible with all 4 Xboxes. System Link with Crimson Skies.
Yeah, but it's Crimson Skies, and that's not a game I particularly care for.
Also, I'd like to point out that on the list of Xbox games compatible with the 360, not every first-party racer from Microsoft was backwards compatible. Rally Sport Challenge 2 and Midtown Madness 3 were not backwards compatible on the 360.
Yes. Let's just admit probably the best rally game for the original Xbox. Thanks, assholes. Makes me sound a bit but yes, thank you, phone. I hear you there. I was today's years old that I found out that Forza Motorsport 1 had a copy protection system, so you cannot copy. Yeah, they decided that they needed to have a copy thing because I guess their idea was that they probably were thinking, oh, what if people like try to bring in like modded cars and stuff? So they probably did like a copy thing. Not that completely succeeded. People found their ways around that. So, oops. PlayStation just doesn't want to embrace like anything more than PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility. If they had made it where the PS5 was backwards compatible with every PlayStation generation, the PS5, which you know is already a very difficult console to get because people buying them up left and right, and unfortunately that also includes the stupid scalpers. If it was backwards compatible with every PlayStation generation, that would probably be looked at in retrospective as probably one of the hallmark greatest selling things ever. Because people would buy that in a fucking heartbeat for a pretty long time. Just to have a PlayStation that plays everything. Oh, most people don't have the new consoles, Dezu, so that's what it comes down to. Alright, one more lap. One more lap, and then I'll split off the remaining 3 races into the next part.
Sounds bueno.
I do want a working PS3 that has like that proper PS2 backwards compatibility, just because it would make recording PS2 easier and just I wouldn't have to use a stupid adapter. But finding a good working condition one, whether it's like somehow been kept very pristine or has been modified so that it'll actually last longer. They're hiking up in price because people want that backwards compatibility, which is exactly why Sony should have considered it for the PS5. Just saying, would have been money to be made there for that particular feature. But considering the way it's been selling right now, I guess at the end of the day, I guess at the end of the day, people are still going to get it regardless. So I'm just a semi-salty boomer, I guess. Anyways, there we go. 137.75, and managed to completely clean run the whole race, which is nice. So hopefully we'll get a decent bonus from this one. But we do get a car, the Racing Edition Nissan Z, aka probably the best of all the old Racing Edition cars in this game.
Oh, it is.
And $10,000 and a bonus to $15,000, so that's nice. And yeah, I'll leave these next 3 races for the next part. But let's see if anyone's bought that Alpha yet. Yep, someone's bought it. Hell yes.
Cha-ching!
There is all that money. Which is nice. So, see what happens next in the next part, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. It helps the channel out quite a lot. Come check me out on Twitch if you want to see these live and unedited. And if you want to get your name at the start of the video, just pledge on my Patreon of just $1 or more. And if not, then thank you so much for watching regardless. See you later.